invited distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of Kenya, Honorable
Gachagua, ambassadors and high commissioners, despised and given momentum by your visit, that our relations have remained at the threshold of existence and well-being, a time of great peril, and also oneness, and collaborate for rapid and dramatic progress, interaction with Europe, and more importantly, and immediately, mobilizing a destiny of game-changing partnership and shoulder to shoulder with us, and to celebrate the future, strengthening of our bonds of friendship, partnership, and
collaboration. Romania wishes we stand ready to deepen our cooperation, our country's peace, and a bright future. Thank you.
Mr. President, and your great delegation injecting new momentum in the partnership between Kenya and Romania. Mr. President, we appreciate that Romania has decided on a strategy on Africa because of the tremendous potential that exists in our continent, and you have chosen to start with Kenya. We don't take that for granted. There are real opportunities for trade. There are real opportunities for investment. There are opportunities for us to collaborate on issues that are of interest and significance to both our countries. In the areas of education, I know you are a very passionate person about education, and it is one of the biggest assignments my administration has to reconfigure the Kenyan education system. We have already made huge steps in that direction. The areas we share a lot on matters to do with climate change. And I'm very happy, Mr. President, you have come with your Minister for Environment so that we can put together our strategies on how to combat climate change and how to deal with global warming, emissions, and many of the things that confront our globe. As you are aware, Mr. President, we had the first ever climate change summit of our continent in Nairobi in September. And I will request you to look at our declaration, and as we go to COP28, I would be requesting on behalf of the Africa Union your support in pushing our agenda on what Africa can contribute in sorting out the existential threat that we all face of climate change.
I congratulate you, Mr. President, for convening that important summit on climate issues in September here in Nairobi. We managed to have a concept which has been elaborated with the help of really thousands of people.
Contribute significantly to increasing the transit capacity by rail, by road, and recently by providing our territorial waters in the Black Sea. And as I have just said, we've facilitated already export of over 30 million tons of agricultural products from Ukraine to global markets. Very many of these products have reached countries of Africa. However, I believe we can do a lot more, and that is why I decided to have this African tour starts today naturally and well-deserved in Kenya, here in Nairobi. It is clear that we need a multi-level approach to clarify things better. This is why I insisted we have a Romanian strategy for Africa. This is why I came personally with my team to start very solid measures that are thought on the long term. We have, first of all, high-level discussions, political discussions, diplomatic discussions that have to continue to clarify our narrative, our approach, and opportunities that we see. But it is not enough. We need specific collaboration at government level. That is why I decided alongside President Ruto to have today 4 collaboration documents signed. And this is only the beginning in the excellent discussions that we had today. We've already identified several opportunities and several areas on which we can collaborate. It is, on the other hand, very important, in my opinion, to have a tight collaboration on education, to also convey to young generations what our intentions are and how we plan on doing this. And this is still not enough. We have to work specifically, intensely with the private sector because we need new investments. We need significant growth and increase in trade between our states because this is the way we can have cohesion. We need joint approaches in areas which at first glance are not so obvious, but very important. We all speak of crises, of wars, and other unwanted events. And we spoke today, myself and President Ruto, of how we are involved. Romania is involved in various parts of Africa with armed forces to keep peace or restore peace. Kenya is also very involved in Africa and more recently, as President Ruto explained, in Haiti to help as well. So we work together to guarantee security in various areas of the globe. These matters will lead to a tighter collaboration between the teams in Kenya and in Romania. will lead to a tighter cooperation between the Romanian economy and Kenyan economy, and this is how we can get closer to better explain our point of view, for us to understand as well what concerns the leaders in Kenya and other leaders in Africa, because we want to keep together the democracies in this world, and we can work without any doubt, and we have great results in multilateral formats with the European Union, with Kenya, and you heard the agreement mentioned, the collaboration agreement, the European Union with the African Union. These are just a few of the areas in which we can work far better together if we try hard enough on both sides. And this is what I decided today in agreement with President Ruto to do. In this very specific case, the understanding between the European Union and Kenya will shortly yield beneficial results for the relation between the Union and Kenya, but including for the relation between Romania and Kenya. And it's good to see these aspects as well. Kenya is a gateway, really an entryway into this African region. This is a very important gateway, a democratic state that is stable with a very good perspective. And this is how it will be possible to expand significantly areas that are very obvious, such as trade, such as investments, but not any type of investment. And I'm so happy that President Ruto already mentioned quite a lot of these. It is possible in green energy to invest us from Europe here in Kenya to get green energy for Europe. At the same time, of course, there is a transfer of technology from Europe to Kenya. At the same time, obviously, jobs are created. This is very valuable here in Kenya for the people here. It is clear that with this collaboration, tights will be clear, relations will be tighter between European interested states and Kenya quite significantly. It is a huge opportunity for businesses in Romania because they will have an easy way to come to Kenya, to invest here, to do business here. At the same time, it is a very good way for Kenya to increase trade with Romania quite significantly and to bring Kenyan investors to Europe, to Romania. All of these are beneficial for both parties, of course. And we in Romania understood this quite a long time ago, and we supported from the beginning the positive negotiation of this agreement. And I can say I'm very happy that we have a happy ending, and this agreement will be signed in just a couple of days. One part that I will mention here specifically is that it opens the opportunity to work together, not just on green energy, but broadly speaking, moving toward a green economy in Kenya and in Romania. It is a tremendous opportunity to work together to prevent or to fight climate change, to protect the environment, to have joint projects of renaturation, and of course, it is a very beneficial framework for exchange on education. And this is what I spoke today with President Ruto, and we will put these projects in practice.